Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I can't remember if I showed the beginning half of this build already or not. Like, this is one of those locked memories that I don't think will ever get unlocked. But as you can see here, I have started on this road, but it's not quite finished. Sometimes when I build, I just put like some things down, and then I like go back inside to like add more, like change things. Or when I keep running past it, I'm like, let me customize this, because the more I'm looking at it, the more the color like just doesn't really match, you know? So I'm just gonna add a little bit more cars to this highway because I felt like I needed more because I wanted to make it look like it was a busy street. So I think I had like the way this was set up. But so today our plans is obviously you saw it was me touching up on the rest of the highway, and then I am also going to be building a drive-in theater. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love going to drive-in theaters. But the first thing that we're going to be doing is, like I said, we're going to be finishing off this highway, adding like a few touches, and I'm getting ready to put in an incline here. Now the thing about this incline is I really wanted it to make it on both sides. Like that's what I was thinking about doing, was about having it on this side and then being able to assess it on like the other side. But I realized that I built this like closer to the water without thinking of like if I wanted to make two inclines or not. Like I did it before, I thought about the idea. So my idea like kinda got shattered, but it's okay. So here we got this incline put in, and I'm just gonna pay it off because I don't like having him in the way, especially when I'm trying to build something, because I don't know if it's just me, but I swear I always end up talking to him when I'm trying to like build around him. So usually I like just go ahead and pay him off. I used to like wait or anything like that because I see the rush, but then I kept getting more annoyed whenever I would try to like decorate or customize anything, and he would just be in the way. So we got that built. So obviously later at the end, I'm gonna fast forward to the next day. That way everything is fully grown thin and you can see how everything is, like towards the end. But here I just want to add some benches because this is like, it's almost like a boardwalk, like when you go that you can walk across over the highways, if you know what I'm talking about. That's kind of what I want this to be like, how you can just like walk across the boardwalk, like over the traffic, and like just go where you want to go. So I wanted to put a couple of chairs here just to also fill in some space. I did debate here of adding like three benches instead of just two, but I ended up going with two for now. And I am still debating on if I should add more just because the space is so like long that I kind of feel like I should add in more. But I'm just gonna fill in this area a little bit. I kind of don't want it to be too full, because I do want to just be a nice, like really simple boardwalk. Um, so I'm just gonna add in like the little park clock, and then I don't want to call it a telescope because I know it's not called a telescope, but I ended up adding this in afterwards. But this is where I thought about putting another incline at. It was like in this area, which is why there's not another fence here. It's because I thought about if I put incline here, like how would I have it, or like where would I even like have it without making everything super crowded and just like unwalkable almost, because I don't want it to be too unwalkable. Um, but here I'm just gonna add in a few more things to my room. Each time I've been decorating, I promise I've been adding more things to the room. But if you want to see how I set it up, it was in my most recent video, or one of my most recent videos. It kind of just depends on the order that I will be uploading everything. Um, because it just depends on what games I upload next. But if you haven't seen it, I will have it linked in the description box below if you want to see how I set up that little room. So now we're here on the next day. When I do these builds, to keep myself from getting burnt out from playing Animal Crossing, I love to like just stop. I'll literally just stop the moment that I start like having like difficulty thinking on like what I should build or what should I put next, because I'm not gonna force myself to play. So that's why when you watch this or any of my Animal Crossing videos, if you notice, a lot of times the weather might change, the date might be different, or it just might be like, just like a whole new day if you like pay attention half the time. I do my best sometimes to try and like set the date back to when I last was playing, just so that it can like not be so random. Um, but yeah, that's how I like keep myself from having like burnt out from Animal Crossing. I like to play for like maybe like an hour or two before I stop, and then I like play something else or like I'll do something else. And by the time I'm like ready to come back and play, I already have like new ideas or I kind of figure out things that I do want to do, and I feel a lot more like enthusiastic about playing again. So that's how I keep myself from being burnt out. So excuse the rain. I know most people don't like building in the rain, but me, I actually don't mind it whatsoever. Um, I find it kind of relaxing. I don't like rain in real life to be relaxing, but on here, for some reason, I really find it to be relaxing. I'm using this one to be my sidewalk. I'm not quite sure even now if this is the custom design code that I want to be for like your sidewalk because it kind of doesn't, something about it doesn't look exactly like a sidewalk. Um, so yeah, I'm definitely debating it even now still, like rewatching this or when I'm playing it back on if I like it as my sidewalk. So I was playing and I remember that I had a villager today and this was absolutely the worst and longest time it ever took me to get villagers to come. I was so tempted to just not let her come, but she fits my island so perfectly, and she wanted to kick out Kid. So Kid was the perfect villager to have taken out because I needed him to move out anyways because I was using him for my last island, which was Nightmare Before Christmas theme. So obviously he doesn't fit this theme at all. So the fact that she wanted to take his place was amazing. But yeah, that was actually like the biggest nightmare I've ever had of trying to get somebody to move in. Um, she just, I really feel like she just didn't want to move in, and I was just basically bullying her to moving in. But I'm just gonna add in some fencings here, and I'm leaving a little bit of space because I want to add like bushes, maybe like pieces of hedges or trees and anything like that, just to add like some height to the area and just to fill it up because I didn't want to be all the way closed off with just fencing because I felt like I don't know, I feel like that's almost too closed off. So ignore my little baby trees, okay? I don't know why I thought when I grabbed these that these were like full-size trees. I was completely wrong. Um, but I didn't want to run all the way to the back of my island and get more trees, so I was just like, it's fine. Hopefully when I finish this, it'll be like grown thin. So ignore my little trees, but I'm gonna extend my sidewalk a little bit. I'm not quite sure where. I have no idea where I'm taking this. Um, I just wanted to get an idea of the area that I'll be working with and like how much space that I would have. But I don't know how because if you can notice around the incline area, I felt like it was like tight for it to be the sidewalk. But I'm just gonna go ahead and fix up my mailroom once again. Um, Once I like start decorating, add more things, I start being like, okay, like maybe this shape wasn't the best shape. Maybe I should change it. Maybe I should add this instead. Maybe like it just I just feel it around. But I do later add my mailbox in over here because I realized it'd be perfect because obviously that's not a mailbox, but it looks like one. So I thought adding my personal mailbox would be perfect. So if you can see like what I meant about that space there, it is so little, but I don't know how I want to like extend it out. Like I'm wondering if I should move the incline over like towards the end of the bridge or the incline or whatever you want to call it, like the boardwalk. But then it's like I would literally be paying like like 10,000 to demolish it and then like another like 100 or so thousand just to build it like 2 feet over, you know? So I want to see if I can figure it out. Maybe I'll just, like looking back, maybe I'll just move where the hedges are and just open up a bit more. Okay, so like I see it's a new day, new time of the day as well. This is the area that we'll be working with. I already laid down like the idea base of how big I want this drive-in to be. And this drive-in came out so pretty. I actually really like the way it came out. So I just added some partitions across just to close it off. I'm not sure if you guys have like drive-ins where you're from or like you ever been to one, but I absolutely love going to the ones that I have. I have so much fun there, and it's like the best way to watch a movie because you get to relax like in your car or whatever and watch the movie instead. Um, so I don't want to say replicate because it is closed off, of course, but it's not like the same way it's closed off. But I want to use the partitions to help block it off. Then I'm using this one as the back, like behind where the projector screen is going to be, because I wanted to almost like blank off the walls. So that's kind of what I'm trying to go for. That way, where the projector be, like it's fully closed off. Um, I'm not sure how this happened, but I don't know why. I really like the one that's in the middle, but the fact that the two on the outside are matching makes it kind of work because that's where the screens are going to be. So it kind of gives like a divider before you get to the next screen. So it kind of worked out. Um, so I'm just gonna add like little small things to fill in this little area. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna fill in like right behind it. If I might just block it off with some trees maybe. I'm not quite sure, but that'll be a problem for like the future me to figure it out. But I just wanted to fill in this little space, and then I'm gonna add in some cars and some coolers, and then of course I gotta give it a nice concession stand because I'm not sure for all, but for mine, there's a concession stand at the back of all at the drive-in theater that everybody can go to, in case you didn't bring like your own snacks or anything. But most people actually bring their own. Like usually when I see Boston, a lot of people do, of course, like just go to the concession stand and get some. But literally like the last time I went, someone was like, I'm pretty sure like grilling or something because we saw like the whole family get out and there was like smoke coming from like wherever they was cooking from, and then you see like what would it assume like possibly like the mom like serving out food to like her kids or like her family. So I really think they was like grilling something, but that just shows like people usually bring their own food, and that's I'm definitely one of them. I like to get something like fast food right before I go. But I'm definitely a big popcorn lover. I just never get, which is I'm just not realizing I never get like popcorn when I go. I always just get something fast food. But if I'm going to like the actual movie theaters, like I would love popcorn. It's like my favorite thing. I love to get like a nice buttery popcorn. And literally by the time like the movie starts, I'm already like halfway done or like by the time it starts, I'm already like tired of eating some for a while. So it's like kind of funny that no matter how much I try to like wait or save it, I just never can. It's just so good. So yeah, I'm just gonna replicate that here. I'm just gonna add like the popcorn machine, drinks and snacks machine in case you wanna come here and get like some snacks, some to drink. That's what this area is gonna be. And I'm adding some cars and put like little coolers and stuff next to the cars, just to make it look like people are out there, like bringing their own food. So just enjoy the rest of my build. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will be live streaming again. I finally be able to start back. So if you want to see that, definitely check out me on my Twitch. I will leave all the links down in the description box below. So today on my island, we built this boardwalk. Now I didn't show exactly this boardwalk, but I did finish closing it off. And this boardwalk is actually really simple. So if you guys want to see any of the custom designs I use, I will be sure to make a video talking about them all. And then I will also leave them down in my description box below. So we also worked on this crosswalk over here. Now this area we kind of already started on, but I finished it off here. This area is actually so cute. I really like the way it came out, and I made sure to have everybody's headlights on just because I wanted it to be different from the cars that were driving, and then the cars that were in the drive-through, well, the drive-in theater, you know, because when you go on the drive-in, you gotta turn off your headlights. So that back area we will work on later, but now we're gonna get into the drive-in area. So when you first walk in, you have the register where you can pay and get your tickets, and then you can pick either screen 1 or screen 2. I thought I could make these screens be separate from each other and play different things, but obviously I was completely wrong. So I thought this was super cute. You can sit here, watch a movie, like right next and get some snacks. So I added like a few more cars, and then you can see here I also did set up the concession stand where you can get some popcorn, some milkshakes, chips, just anything that you would like. I did close this area off with the fencing, but I am currently like debating on which fencing I prefer the most. Um, and then this area, like I said, we will work on next time that I build on this island, which will probably be a live stream.